Happy Kiswahili Day here today, I'm telling you. Yes, we are bringing people here today. Hey, UNESCO Day, you know. Mm-hmm. I know you're wondering what this is all about. Richard, lovely to see you. Beautiful Kiswahili. This is Mombasa Root Band right now here today. Celebration. This is what we call celebration. We're promoting Swahili as the mama language here today. Okay. What's his name? Let him tell you his name. Wanakuuliza wewe unaitwa nani?
Bekuto wa Syria. Anume.
Lolani umemsikia brada yako huyo sasa. African woman achegere 1000. Your number one talk show right down in town here today. Language. Yes.
Chukua video utakavyo.
Katisha kiuno. Are you okay? Chukua picha. Utaka picha?
Haya, twende kazi.
Twende. Yes, we are.
Mambo.
Thank you. Sema sasa.
Tuko poa lakini
Tuko poa kabisa. Ambia watu naitwa nani?
Mimi naitwa Junior, tunatoka Bristol hapa UK. And today is National Swahili Day all around, World Swahili Day. And we're privileged to be here in the House of Lords to celebrate.
Thank you so much to Honorable Sheikh, and of course we've got Baroness Bama right now. She's right here representing him. So we are all here, and thank you so much to all the beautiful people who turned up here. Asanteni sana. African woman in the house here today. Yay! Come on, Junior.
Hey.
Thank you so much to Baroness Bama here today as well. Thank you. It's lovely to see you. Oh, who's taking my cup of? Hello, you took my cup. Oh, you took it away. Oh, thank you. It was the same one. I felt it here. It was cup of tea. And leave it here. Thank you. Oh dear. With a lot of sugar. Cup of tea, not coffee. Is that coffee? Oh yes, we are really, really happy. Happy day here today. It's a beautiful day. Thank you so much. Loads of sugar. Okay, thank you. So. We're in the House of Lords, yes, absolutely right here. In the big room. Do you want to speak to my friends?
Yeah.
Okay, go on. Why are you here today?
Oh, wow. I'm at the House of Lords River Room to celebrate International Kiswahili Day.
And what is your interest in this language?
I'm a linguist. I work at the University of Essex, and I'm interested in everything to do with Kiswahili.
Do you know some few words?
Kidogo.
Kidogo. Asante. Do you want to tell people your name?
Jina langu Hannah Gibson.
Asante.
Nafanya chuo kikuu cha Essex.
Asante. Tunakushukuru kwa hapa. Asante. From Essex, and of course, wewe mwalimu?
Ndio.
Yeah, huyu ni mwalimu, kwa hivyo ako na interest ya linguistic languages. Kwa hivyo tuko hapa ku celebrate Swahili sisi wote. Asante. Happy Kiswahili Day, everyone. Thank you so much, Lolani. Thank you for watching us here. Salamia watu. Ujambo.
I don't speak Swahili.
You don't speak. Like today you will learn something. Habari.
Habari yako.
Habari sana. So why are you interested in Swahili language?
My wife is from Kenya.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
She's here.
Okay, thank you so much. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Ndakwambia watu majina lako. What's your name?
My name's Aziz.
Aziz. Karibu. Aziz. Asante sana, Jeffrey Pastor. Thank you for joining us here today. We are very, very privileged here today. Thank you so much, Honorable Sheikhs. We want to appreciate your presence here. And of course, Baroness Baba, thank you so much for the hosting and supporting the Kenyan language. So today is World Day, Kiswahili World Day. So I'm here in the House of Lords just promoting Kiswahili as a language. So yes, habari zenu wote Kenya. Kama uko Kenya, ulimwenguni kote, hata hapa UK tumejoini kucelebrate na kuambia tuna celebrate lugha ya mama. So if you're watching me from whichever part of the world that you're watching me from, I just want to appreciate your presence here today. Njoo kuja salamia watu. Habari. Angalia, ninasalamiwa hapa. Wanna share your name?
Ilham Tayabali. I represent Yahya Foundation.
Ngoja kidogo tu kwa sababu Honorable Mugaka, we are live. Pole. Please, caller, do not call right now. I'm live right now. Yes, you represent how you were saying.
Yahya Foundation. We represent orphans in Yemen.
Asante sana.
Yeah,
Oh, wow. Thank you so much for the work. I have supported them, you know.
Oh, yes.
Yes, and thanks for the work. It's so sad what is happening in Yemen.
Thank you so much for bringing me here and so that your
People,
viewers
my audience can see
you.
And take my number. Let me give you my number.
Yes,
Yeah?
and I'll give you my card.
Oh, okay, I'll call you.
I don't
Your
have
number
a
is-
number with the email, but you can email.
Why don't you put your number? Put your number. Write it down. Yeah, thank you. I apologize. Yes, I know. I'm so tired. No, I'm not actually. I'm just starting the day. Thank you. Today is World Kiswahili Day. Welcome to the World Kiswahili Day. That is what we're here for. So thank you so much. Beautiful Swahili here today. Sasa you know why we are here. World Kiswahili Day here today. I'm celebrating and I'm joining in your one and only African Wonder Woman in the house here today. Njoo sasa salamia watu. Salamia watu mpaka Mombasa.
Tunasalamia watu wote, tuko hapa. Jambo kwenye nyote.
Asante.
Tuko hapa tunasherehekea Kiswahili Day na watu wote na tunafurahi.
Asante.
Na wale walioko Nairobi na Kenya, asanteni sana.
Na tunataka kusema asante sana kwa program hiki ambayo umetuleta na nimeonesha watu. Sasa saa hizi tuko Mombasa, tuko Kenya, tuna share globally. Lazima watu wajue Kiswahili lugha ya mama.
Kabisa, asante sana.
Asante sana. Oh yes, nataka kuona mpaka maleso tumeweka hapa. Tuna leso za nyumbani. Tuna leso hapa. So tuko na very beautiful day hapa.
Good evening. You have to bring it down the voice. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Or should I say, Jambo.
Jambo.
Sema Jambo.
Jambo.
Sema Jambo tena.
Jambo.
So my Swahili, I think it is too loud. If you bring it a bit lower, the speakers. Yeah, my Swahili. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, my Swahili is the Swahili I learned growing up in Mombasa, Kenya, and then moving to Nairobi. So there's a difference between the Swahili in Mombasa and the Swahili in Nairobi. But like a gentleman, a Lord Sheikh, told me, your Swahili is not good. 4 or 5 weeks ago, when I met him, he says, the Swahili of Zanzibar is the perfect Swahili. So my brothers and sisters, na balozi, mheshimiwa, Kiswahili chenu ndio Kiswahili tamam. No. Sawa. All right. No more talking from me. We will just, in the true African tradition, have a drum roll from Tony Anthony Kalume, who is
Chicken chop. Chicken chop.
Asante sana Tony. I will play between the two languages for the benefit of all the guests who are here, Kiswahili and English. Sasa nitamkaribisha mkurugenzi mkuu, Executive Director wa SWMN. Pole sana, Bristol Black Health and Dolores is isolating because of a COVID outbreak in her house, so she's not here with us. I'll invite Junior Sheikh to come say a few words and invite Baroness, our host, Baroness Sandy Verma.
Thank you.
Karibu Junior. Don't smack me.
Tuko salama.
Yet again, I warn those that shasahau Kiswahili yangu. Naweza kusikia lakini kufahamu shaza kusahau. So I won't embarrass myself too much by trying too hard to speak in Swahili, in front of you all, but I very much look forward to having conversations with everyone here. I'd like to thank Bristol Black Carers for supporting us. I'd like to thank all of you as our guests for being here with us today. And like you, I don't want to talk too much. This is not about me. This is about Kiswahili and the fact that now we have Kiswahili Day, and I hope that we can all gather every 7th of July to celebrate this beautiful, beautiful language, which I need to learn a lot better. So I'd like to introduce our host, Baroness Burma, and thank her very much for stepping in at the last minute in place of Lord Sheikh, who we also thank for making this happen for us, and we hope he's well. Ladies and gentlemen, Baroness Burma.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I was going to say Jambo.
Jambo!
So, Your Excellency, representatives from East African embassies, most welcome here, and all of you people who have all travelled from, I'm going to very different places today. It's a great privilege and an honour to have you all here celebrating the Language Day of Swahili. And I think, you know, what we today should recognise, and I was talking to somebody earlier, is that 20, 30 years ago, this would never have happened here.
Wow.
And today we're celebrating the he being away has been my gain. And I'm really pleased to be here with all of you. And it is a great honour to share this evening with all of you. And I'm looking forward to hearing from our speakers. And we've already witnessed the music that was going on. And you drum roll. If you haven't been witnessing him already, he was dancing earlier with my dear friend Juliet. So we have some interesting things happening today, but it's really, really good to have you all here. This is your parliament. Please enjoy your time here. And for me, I'm just going to enjoy meeting new friends, making new friends, and networking with you all. So welcome. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Asante Sana, thank you very much, Baroness Burma. And thank you all for yet being here. Now, may I take this opportunity, I've already put my eyes on, may I take this opportunity to invite Her Excellency, the High Commissioner of the United Republic of Tanzania, Madam Asha Rose Miringo. Balozi, karibu.
Jambo.
Jambo.
Jambo wote.
Tuko salama.
Asante sana. Asante sana means thank you very much. I should like to take this opportunity first and foremost to thank Lord Sheikh very much for organizing this event. As Baroness Burma has said, this would not have happened a couple of years back. So we are happy, grateful that the first commemoration of the Kiswahili language is done here in the House of Lords. This is a very strong signal of what is to come in the future. And I would like to our warmest greetings are sent to Lord Sheikh, wishing him a speedy recovery. I really wish I could give this statement in Kiswahili.
Yes, please.
As many of us, I think at least 3 Tanzanians, Kiswahili is almost it is the first language that I speak. Then I have my tribal language,
Then I learned English in school. So you can see English is a third language to me. Then I learned a bit of French and a bit of German and Arabic, a bit of Arabic as well. So I would have been more comfortable speaking to you in Swahili, especially on this day as we mark the first of this recognition. But then, for obvious reasons, I'm going to make my statement in English. Translate. Hi, legal computer.
I think you do it in Swahili.
In Swahili, Swahili is a translation. I mean, Swahili, if somebody wants to pick it up in English, could do so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yes. Haya, basi nianze awali ya yote kwa kushukuru Lord Sheikh.
So she just wants to thank our Lord Sheikh
kwa kuandaa hafla hii ya kutuleta pamoja sisi Waswahili.
To bring us all together in this room.
Napenda pia nimshukuru Baroness Verma.
Should like to also should also like to thank our Baroness Verma for stepping in.
Kwa sababu kama alivyosema yeye mwenyewe,
because just like what she said,
kutokuwepo hapa kwa Lord Sheikh kwake imekuwa ni kaida.
For Lord Sheikh being away, it has meant that she's had to step in and benefit.
It's a game.
So it was a game to her.
Okay. Mwaka huu umekuwa mzuri sana kwa lugha yetu ya Kiswahili.
This year is a great honor for this Swahili speaking language.
Mnamo mwezi wa 5 mwaka huu,
during the month of May this year,
Umoja wa nchi za Afrika,
the unity of African states,
African Union,
and African Union,
walikubali Kiswahili kiwe lugha ya kufanyia kazi.
Agreed that the Swahili language will be the national language for working with us.
The official language of the African Union.
The official language of the African Union.
Kwetu sisi,
to us,
ambao tunazungumza Kiswahili,
for us people who speak Swahili,
tulijawa na furaha kubwa
we were
sana
very excited,
na tuliona hii ni hatua muhimu katika lugha yetu.
and we saw it as an important landmark for our language.
Kama mnavyofahamu, shirika la elimu la Umoja wa Mataifa,
as you all understand, the importance of unity in many African countries.
Yes, we have the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, UNESCO.
Tuko na kiwanda ama tuko na eneo inaitwa UNESCO.
Sasa UNESCO waliitangaza tarehe 7 Julai.
So UNESCO announced on the 7th of July
kuwa mojawapo ya lugha,
to be one of the languages,
kutangaza Kiswahili kuwa mojawapo ya lugha ambazo zinatambuliwa,
to be one of the national languages around the world,
ambayo itavuka mipaka,
so that it crosses the borders,
na kwamba itakuwa ni nyenzo muhimu,
so that it sets a landmark, so that it's so important to us
katika mawasiliano,
so that it is also important for us to communicate
kwenye utamaduni,
into our cultural and heritage matters,
kwenye uhusiano wa kihistoria,
so that we can promote our historical issues.
Sasa Kiswahili kimekuwa ni nguvu ya umoja, ya kuleta umoja.
So Swahili is a language that brings national unity.
Kwa hiyo inaleta umoja mataifa mengi.
So it brings a national unity in around the world.
Mimi nikiwa Mtanzania,
she is from Tanzania,
na ni mtu ambaye ninazungumza Kiswahili kama lugha yangu ya asili.
And she in Tanzania they speak Swahili as a national language.
Ninaona ni kama ndoto.
So she sees it as a dream.
Lugha ambayo nimekuwa nikizungumza toka mdogo nikidhania hii ni lugha ya Tanzania.
So to see that this language is now the language that she was speaking since she was a child, and now she sees the language Swahili coming up, it really makes her happy.
Na ni lugha ambayo hivi sasa inazungumzwa na watu zaidi ya milioni 200.
And it's a language that is now celebrated over 200 million people.
na sasa tunajua namba hii milioni 200 itaongezeka zaidi.
And we know that the number will go up for people to be able to speak Swahili, over 200 people.
Kwa nchi yetu Tanzania,
in Tanzania,
Kiswahili kimekuwa na umuhimu wa pekee.
Swahili is one of the most important languages.
Kwa sababu tuna makabila zaidi ya 120.
In Tanzania there is over 120 languages.
Tribes. Wakiwa na lugha zao.
And they have their own distinguished linguistic languages.
Lakini Kiswahili kimetuleta pamoja kama taifa.
And the most important thing is Kiswahili has brought the unity of all these languages.
Na sio hivyo tu,
and that's not all.
Kiswahili sisi tumeanza kujifunza toka wadogo.
Kiswahili is being taught from when children are young.
Tukiwa nyumbani wanatusomea hadithi, wazazi wetu wanatuimbia nyimbo za Kiswahili, kwa hiyo tumeanza kujifunza Kiswahili siku nyingi.
So even when we're young, our parents start telling us stories and they sing songs to us in Swahili for many years.
Lakini tulipokwenda shule,
and when we went to school,
sasa tukafundishwa Kiswahili vizuri zaidi.
And we were now taught Swahili very well.
Kwa hiyo tumejifunza hadithi.
So we taught ourselves stories,
mashairi,
poets, poetry,
nyimbo,
songs,
na dance.
Niliona
hapa pale wakati tumeanza shughuli hii, kabla hatujaanza rasmi, niliona hapa mwimbaji mahiri kutoka Zanzibar, Tanzania.
So today she's seeing somebody who is really singing beautifully from Zanzibar.
Sisi maarufu anajulikana Bi Kidude.
Oh, somebody who is known by Bi Kidude.
Kwa hiyo kupitia wasanii kama hawa, kama Bi Kidude na wengine,
so passing through artistic singers and artists,
kwa hiyo tumeendelea kujifunza na kukikuza Kiswahili.
We are really growing the language of the national language of Kiswahili.
Lakini Kiswahili kimetumika pia,
and Swahili is also used as,
kimetumika siku za nyuma katika harakati za ukombozi wa Afrika.
And Kiswahili has also been used as issues of scramble for Africa,
as a language for liberation.
As a language for liberation.
Because we had people from those countries which were under colonialism when we already had independence. We had apartheid, we had other forms of oppression, and those people were given refuge in Tanzania to strategize to fight against colonialism, apartheid, and other forms of oppression. And Swahili was the language that was being used, to learn whatever they needed to learn, to interact with us. So Swahili did not only unify us as a country, but unify the struggle against colonialism, against apartheid, against all forms of oppression, not only in the southern part of Africa, but other parts of the world as well. So we consider, kwa hiyo tunaona Kiswahili,
so they consider
Kiswahili ni lugha ambayo pia imeleta umoja wa mataifa mbalimbali.
So we consider Swahili has bringing unity in many nations.
Na historia ya nchi yetu Tanzania,
and in the history in Tanzania,
haiwezi kuandikwa bila ya kutaja Kiswahili.
It cannot be written without mentioning Swahili as a language.
Lakini pia sasa Kiswahili itakuwa sehemu ya historia ya nchi nyingi.
And now Kiswahili will be celebrated in many countries.
Itakuwa historia for many countries on the African continent and beyond.
It will be celebrated in many African nations because it's now made the national language across the borders.
But I'm really excited to see young men and women here from many parts of the world learning Kiswahili, which means that it's not only going to unify us as a country or us as a continent, but it will bring this crossbreed. When I see her as somebody came maybe from, from the States or from Japan or from other parts of the world. It means that now we're widening the horizon for bringing humanity together. Can you translate like that now into Swahili? So, kwa hiyo sasa hivi Kiswahili itakuwa ni lugha ambayo haikutuunganisha sisi tu Watanzania au haikutuunganisha tu sisi na nchi nyingine za Afrika.
So Kiswahili is going to be really celebrated, and so it's beyond what we're just seeing here today.
Kwa hiyo tutaleta mataifa pamoja.
So national nations together.
So leo hii tunaposherehekea Kiswahili,
so today as we celebrate the National Day of Kiswahili Speaking Day,
na naomba wenzangu wa Afrika Mashariki wanisamehe.
So she's asking for forgiveness from Africa Mashariki,
East Africa, other East
Africans, yes, Tanzania, because this she's in Tanzania.
Tunaona ndio chimbuko la
she's seen this as a real estate
and we think Tanzania as the origin of the and we feel that by Swahili being learned by many nations and people from all over the world, we are now getting tunapata ndugu na sasa ndugu. Do that in English.
So they feel that they get the celebration and unity, and so they are very proud as a people because their language and national language takes pride to say that it's the language came from their country.
Yeah, and we indeed feel that we have gained brethren from all over the world.
Na anasema that anasema
Yeah, no problem. I can do some things. I would like to do for them.
The theme of this year,
this year's theme of Swahili is Kiswahili for peace and prosperity.
So mwaka huu Kiswahili ni amani. Tunapitiza amani.
Kiswahili, kauli mbiu ya Kiswahili mwaka huu for Swahili speakers is amani na ustawi, peace and prosperity. Amani na ustawi. So the theme is peace and prosperity. And in Kiswahili I would say amani na ustawi au amani na maendeleo.
So this year's theme is really important within the UNESCO's because this year's theme is peace and prosperity.
Na tunasema kwamba Kiswahili hivi sasa,
so they're saying that, or we're saying that Kiswahili now, today as it is,
kwa kuzungumzwa na watu wengi zaidi,
so that it's spoken by so many people,
inatufanya tufahamiane.
It means that we're able to learn from each other and get to know each other.
Na pia tutajifunza utamaduni wa nchi nyingine.
And it means that we bring in the cultural heritage of many other cultures.
Kwa sababu nikimuona mtu aliyetoka bara nyingine au nchi nyingine anaongea Kiswahili na kuwa karibu naye.
Because when we feel we meet other people, we get a sense of belonging.
Na tunafahamiana zaidi.
And it means we have more sense of belonging and we're able to match.
Na hiyo itatufanya tuwe na maelewano yanayojenga amani.
And that means that we're able to communicate better and also build the social institution of peace and justice.
Basi itafungua fursa nyingi.
So it will open up new ventures.
Ili sasa kutimiza,
so that we can fulfill
kauli mbiu hii au mada hii ya amani na usawa.
So that we can promote peace and unity and prosperity within the partnership of social within social justice and partnership.
Asante sana, you've done very well.
She says, thank you so much for
listening.
Nakutakieni sherehe nzuri ya kuadhimisha lugha yetu adhimu ya Kiswahili.
And she's so excited because you're here to celebrate the National Day of World Kiswahili, International Kiswahili Day. And thank you
Your Excellency, or should I say Mheshimiwa, am I using the right Swahili there?
Oh, well done.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, the High Commissioner of the Republic of Tanzania, Asha Rose Mihiru. Thank you so much. I did struggle with that pronunciation. One thing that you didn't say about us learning Swahili. So I was born and brought up in Kenya, and left and moved to Bristol when I was 13. I can hear your Swahili, but I find it very difficult to talk to you. And I think part of that reasoning, there's no one to talk to for me. And where I am based in Bristol, they're not very, very many. We have some Bristolian Kenyans here with us as well. But I think it's very important for my generation coming up, especially those of us that live outside of East Africa, to make a real effort to learn Swahili well. When I say to people, nakusikia lakini siwezi kufahamu, I can hear you, but I don't understand you fully. So with that, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being with us. Asante sana. And I'd just like to introduce a young British Kenyan, Raquel, who's going to play us a rendition of Malaika on her violin. Ladies and gentlemen, Raquel Sheikh. Fantastic, well done. And now, not everyone could make it here, so we have a couple of videos. One of our keynote speakers, Aliatas, couldn't make it out of Tokyo, so he's kindly recorded a video for us all to listen to. So if you could pay attention to the screen, just to my right.
Kwanza ninamshukuru waheshimiwa waliojumuika ukumbini wakiongozwa na mwenyeji wa sherehe yetu katika ukumbi huu wa heshima, mbunge Barney Stanley Barney. Vilevile ninawapongeza waandalizi wa sherehe hii, Southwest Media Network, Bristol Black Carers, wakiungwa mkono na MPM Awards, ikiongozwa na waliozindua wazo la maadhimisho haya, mabwana Junior Sheikh na Abdul Haq. Tumekusanyika hapa leo kuadhimisha siku ya Kiswahili duniani iliyotangazwa rasmi na Umoja wa Mataifa hapa mwaka jana kupitia shirika lake la UNESCO, na kila mwezi wa Julai tarehe 7 Kiswahili kitaadhimishwa kote kama lugha ya dunia. Nyumbani Afrika ya Mashariki, sherehe nyingi zimeandaliwa katika maeneo mbalimbali. Mitandao ya jamii nayo imewaka kwa shangwe na nderemo za kukishangilia Kiswahili. Nasi tumejumuika hapa London katika ukumbi rasmi wa House of Lords kuiadhimisha siku ambayo inafungulia ukurasa mpya. Ila kumbusha hatukufika hapa kiajabu. Gurudumu la wakati limeshuhudia juhudi nyingi na kukabiliwa na vizingiti vingi njiani. Lakini kabla sijaipondewa njia hiyo, kidogo niseme mawili matatu kunihusu. Mombasa ndio kitovu cha maisha yangu. Tokea utotoni hadi ujanani, Kiswahili kimenilea kimwili na kiakili. Na uzawa huu wa Uswahilini umenifungulia milango ya neema na ufanisi mkuu maishani. Tokea Mombasa, Nairobi, hapo London na vile vile Tokyo. Sitawachosha kujisimulia au kuwasimulia historia ndefu ya Kiswahili wala utamaduni wake wenye utajiri mkubwa. Tujualo ni kwamba Kiswahili kinapanuka kila uchao, kinalibika msamiati unaodhihirisha dhana nyingi mpya za maisha yetu ya kasi. Nayo mabaraza ya Kiswahili kama vile BAKITA na BAKIZA hali kadhalika yanaunda maneno mapya yaliyosanifu na vile vile yanaopiga msasa msamiati mpya unaoibuka au unaoyafikia na kuusanifisha. Umuhimu wa Kiswahili umetambuliwa si tu nyumbani Afrika Mashariki, bali na mataifa mengi duniani. Nchi zetu na nchi za kigeni zimezindua vyombo vya habari ikiwemo redio na televisheni na magazeti kama vile BBC, Deutsche Welle na Radio Japani. Vyombo hivi vya habari kwa maoni yangu vimetekeleza mchango mkubwa katika kukisambaza na kukitajirisha Kiswahili. Na isitoshe duniani kote, vyuo vikuu mashuhuri vya mataifa makuu kama vile hapo Uingereza, Ulaya, Marekani, China, Japani na kwingi kwingineko, lugha hii na fasihi yake zinafundishwa. Hata chuo kikuu maarufu cha Cornell nchini Marekani kinaandaa mashindano ya fasihi ya Kiswahili kila mwaka. Nami nimewahi kushiriki katika shindano lake moja kama jaji. Afrika ya Mashariki, vyuo vikuu vingi vinafunza lugha na fasihi ya Kiswahili, na Jumuiya ya Afrika ya Mashariki ilipofufuka, vuguvugu la kutandaa kwa Kiswahili katika taasisi za elimu na serikalini lilivuma. Na Kiswahili leo ni somo la lazima na vile vile kinatumika katika mabunge ya baadhi ya nchi wanachama. Umoja wa Afrika nao unakitumia Kiswahili katika vikao vyake. Kusini mwa Afrika, nchi za SADC zimekitangaza Kiswahili kama lugha moja rasmi ya serikali na vile vile kufundishwa shuleni. Kuchanua kwa Kiswahili kumechochea mashirika ya utafishaji hasa nchini Kenya kujitosa katika soko kubwa la Kiswahili. Pia mashirika hayo baadhi huandaa mashindano ya fasihi ya Kiswahili. Kwa upande wangu nimetunga hadithi 4 ambazo matukio yake yanatiririka Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda na Burundi, na azma yangu ilikuwa wanafunzi wapate burudani yenye kuwafahamisha nchi jirani na wapate simulizi sisimuzi tamu. Utamu wa lugha pia husikika katika sanaa ya Kiswahili. Utamu huo vile vile unajipatua kwenye nyimbo za taarabu ambazo leo baadhi mtazisikia. Na nyimbo moja ya kuadhimisha siku hii itaimbwa na binti wa miaka 12 na Mite Selbagi ambaye ni nusu Mtanzania nusu Mtaliani, naye alishinda tuzo ya muziki ya MTM mwaka 2020. Mbali na kutumbuizwa na nyimbo tamu za taarabu, vile vile mtakurudishwa na midundo ya kisasa ya waimbaji kama vile Diamond Platnumz na Ali Kiba. Nyimbo zao tamu kwa waimbaji wawili wa Tanzania kwa kweli zimekisambaza Kiswahili kwenye duniani. Mwaka jana bahati nyingine ilikiangukia Kiswahili. Mswahili mzaliwa wa Zanzibar Abdul Razak Gulna alinyakua tuzo ya Nobeli kwa upande wa fasihi. Ingawa tuzo hiyo ilitunukiwa riwaya zake za Kiingereza, ninadhani Kiswahili kilifaidika na Waswahili labda hapa London walikesha London, mji wenye kumbukizi nyingi. Kumbukizi moja inaufunua mwaka 1990 mwezi Februari tarehe 11. Ilikuwa alfajiri kwa saa za Afrika Mashariki, nami nimejibanza kwenye studio za idhaa ya Kiswahili ya BBC hapa London, tayari kupeperusha habari kuu hewani duniani kote. Marehemu Rais Nelson Mandela aliachiliwa huru kutoka gerezani. Namkumbuka sana marehemu. Kauli yake maarufu bado inarindima kichwani: elimu ni silaha kuu dhidi ya silaha yoyote ya kupelekea mabadiliko duniani. Ni wasia wa kuzingatiwa sana, badala ya sisi binadamu kufyatuliana makombora na kuangamiza maisha ya watu wasio na hatia. Marehemu mwingine ambaye sitamsahau maishani ni rais mwanzilishi wa taifa la Tanzania, Julius Kambarage Nyerere. Zama hizo nilifunga safari hadi Ikulu ya Dar es Salaam kwa niaba ya shirika la Oxford University Press. Lengo lilikuwa kumkabidhi marehemu rais toleo la kwanza la kamusi sanifu. Marehemu alikuwa mstari wa mbele katika kukipuza Kiswahili nchini Tanzania. Licha ya kuzongwa na shughuli nyingi za kuliongoza taifa huru, alitafsiri kazi mbili mashuhuri, Julius Kaisari na Mabepari kwa BBC. Binafsi nami sijaachwa nyuma. Vile vile nimejitosa katika uwanja huu wa tafsiri. Nimetafsiri kitabu kilichouza nakala milioni 300 na kutafsiriwa katika lugha 88, hiyo ikiwa ni rekodi ya dunia. Tafsiri yangu hii iliyochapishwa na Moran Publishers Limited Nairobi tayari imepigiwa debe na vyombo kadhaa vya habari nchini Kenya. Anwani yake ya Kiingereza The Alchemist nimeitafsiri kama Mualchemia. Umaarufu wa kitabu hiki ulizagaa Marekani wakati rais wa zamani Bill Clinton alipoonekana amekishika mkononi. Hadithi yenyewe inasimulia ndoto ya kijana mmoja aliyefunga safari yake kupitiliza jangwa la Sahara akiisaka ndoto yake. Licha ya kukabiliwa na changamoto nyingi, hatimaye alizikiuka akaizimua ndoto yake. Kiswahili nacho kimetoka mbali, kimekabiliwa na kuvuka vizingiti vingi. Leo ndoto yetu nasi imeiva. Tunakiadhimisha Kiswahili kama lugha kuu ya dunia. Asanteni.
Thank you very much. That was Ali Abbas, broadcaster, author and translator of many Swahili books. The latest is the one he was showing, which I can't get the Swahili title right, which he has recently translated. Just to inform all our guests here tonight, as we are gathered here celebrating this day, we have a twin program that's taking place in Nairobi, Kenya. Also at the same time with us, this is a group that has partnered with a lot of our charities in Kenya. They are also celebrating World Kiswahili Day. I know they can't hear us because there's no live link, but I think we give them a big round of applause to make it good. Thank you. Now, the next item we have on the program tonight is a young lady. She is now 12. She is Italian Tanzanian. Her name is Namite Felvadi. Namite won an MTM award in 2020. And Namite has been working so hard since then. And when we talked about this World Kiswahili Day, the mother said, I am going to get people to run into song, especially for the day at the House of Lords. And I'll get Namite, she's our face of World Kiswahili Day, to sing this song. So may I present again through a video link Namite Salvagi with Kiswahili lugha yangu, meaning Swahili is my language.
Habari, naitwa Dinamite kutoka Tanzania na Italy. Kwa moyo wangu ningependa kujitolea kutangaza Kiswahili duniani kwa sababu Kiswahili ni lugha ya kimataifa, ni lugha ya Kiafrika na ni adhina yetu. Hivyo kushirikiana kutangaza Kiswahili duniani. Asanteni.
Yetu Kiswahili, lugha ya Kiswahili imefika mbali. Kiswahili lugha yetu tunajivunia. Kiswahili lugha yetu tunajivunia. Dunia tunitambue, mimi naipenda sana. Dunia tunitambue, Kiswahili napenda sana. Tazama bara, naipenda sana. Kiswahili lugha yetu tunajivunia. Lugha yao Kiswahili, nikiwa naye naongea hivi. Kiswahili, nikiwa na rafiki naongea nao. Kiswahili, nikiwa naongea hivi. Kiswahili, hata nikiwa shule nakipenda sana. Kipindi cha Kiswahili, yetu Kiswahili, lugha ya Kiswahili imefika mbali. Kiswahili lugha yetu tunajivunia. Kiswahili lugha yetu tunajivunia.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Namite Selvaji, known as her stage name is Dinamite. She's also an MCM award winner. That particular song has not been released yet, so I can kindly ask anyone that filmed it, please don't put it on social media quite yet. It's being released, did you say midnight today or is it tomorrow? Midnight tomorrow is the release date, and she did that especially for us. Can I please welcome a teacher of Swahili, Ida Had. We just spoke about how to pronounce this properly. Can you please come up and I'll get it right? Ida Haji Vayanis. Ida Haji Vayanis. My apologies.
And I'm a lecturer of Swahili Exos, University of London. And I'm here with my students. Should I use this? I don't want to look like this. But yes, so I'm Ida Liberanis. I'm here with my students who are here, and also my colleagues as well. I will introduce them and then words. Kwa hivyo mimi nimeandika hotuba yangu kwa Kiingereza kwa sababu nilijua kwamba watu wengi hapa watakuwa hawafahamu Kiingereza. Na ningependa nisome kwa Kiingereza. Ni fupi tu, yani hata sio ndefu. Samahani sana. What I said was, I have written my short speech in English, and I will say it in English. Yeah? And if anybody wants to speak anything after I'm done. So, my colleague, Professor Lutz Martin, and myself wrote a blog post today to celebrate Swahili, World Swahili Day. And this is part of what we wrote. And we said that language is all around us in so many different ways, but we rarely grasp and stop to reflect on the central role that language holds in our lives. Yeah? The World Swahili Language Day invites us to do this. And so, for example, today, those of us on social media, we might have seen the huge, loud, sort of like noises that were mad about World Swahili Day. Everybody's speaking about Swahili. And so you can see how people stop to think about language in this way. At SOAS, language is very central in the department that I work. And we have a very, very strong Swahili program, which dates back to the 1960s, when SOAS was first founded. We teach Swahili across many levels, so including beginner, which I do with my colleague Adam Jones, intermediate, advanced, and translation studies. We study here Child 1 text and translation studies, and Ina and Ishmael have done advanced Swahili. And we've just kicked off a program, a summer abroad program, where we send our students to Zanzibar and Kenya for 6 weeks, where they immerse themselves with the people and the culture, and they come back having really lived in the Swahili do. We've also just kicked off a new program, which is BA Africa and Black Diaspora, and this sort of like has language, especially Swahili, is very central in the degree. We also have Swahili in the MA program as well. And so we also have a research project right now going on, which is a collaborative research project with the University of Essex. And this is the one that my colleague there, Hannah Gibson, is leading. She is the chief investigator. This has linked us with University of Dar es Salaam, University of Kenyatta, SOAS, Essex. And so we work a bit together. And the project really is looking at Swahili dialects and variations. I really welcome you to talk to her after I'm done, she can tell you more about it. Please feel free to talk to her. So just to end, I'll say that my colleague Lutz Martin had just reminded me that as we celebrate a language, we're not just thinking of a means of communication. Language is tied to history, it is tied to culture. It is also a powerful symbol of social identity. In the case of Swahili, we're celebrating its role in promoting cultural diversity. The Swahili speakers are very diverse. Look at us here. We're a very diverse set of people who speak Swahili. Its contribution to African liberation, Balozi just said that as well. And its anti-colonial struggle and its integrative power in the formation of regional integration in East Africa. We can see how Swahili has been central in including now the Congo, South Africa, Botswana. It's a pan-African language, in all sense of the words. And so here, as people who love Swahili, We can share this culture, we can share its literature, which is embodied in the language, and we can also broaden our linguistic horizon and challenge ourselves. For those of us who've forgotten some, learn and remind ourselves and use this language so that it is a powerful tool that it should be. And lastly, I was really pleased to see Brother Guna showed in the keynote speech, because I had just translated Guruna's novel Paradise, and it will be released in Tanzania on 29th of October by Nkuki na Nyota. So those of you who read Swahili, who know Swahili, will be able to understand our history from within, because the translation brings back home the work. Thank you very much. The next step is, I wasn't sure, I didn't know I was supposed to do this, but I'm meant to call my students to come and tell us why they chose to learn Swahili. And maybe you can ask them. But I wonder if they can say it in English so that everybody can understand.
I think I would love you guys to speak in Swahili as well. Yeah?
Sorry. So these are all, and they've just graduated with degrees from SOAS. We normally tend to have, in the first year, we have about 40 students or so, but those who finish in the third year, it's about maybe 11 to 10 or so, do it for the whole 3 years.
Okay, we were not informed that we had to speak when we were invited, which is a bit of a surprise. I think I will be speaking in English because this is terribly otherwise. For my part, I chose to study Swahili pretty much randomly. I knew when I went into SOAS that I wanted to learn a language that wasn't European, because that was all the languages that had been like an option to study before that, both in school and in high school in Denmark. So I knew I wanted to study a language that didn't have its roots in either Latin or Germanic or anything that we have here in Europe. And I think I really just ended up choosing Swahili because it was a big language, you could speak it with a lot of people, and then that I've been traveling in Kenya and Tanzania a few weeks before I started university, and fell a bit in love with the culture, the people, very like open-hearted and welcoming. So yeah, I think that was why I chose it.
Jina langu Chaiwan na nina kutoka Korea. I will start speaking English for now. The reason that I chose studying about Africa, East Africa, is I learned about geography of Africa when I was in high school, but it was very basic level, and then I wanted to explore more later in the university in that, and that's how I came to study about East Africa. And then specifically, the reason that I chose Swahili is that I actually didn't have any idea about Swahili, and I didn't know this is such a big language in East Africa. But then SOAS had promoted like how beautiful Swahili and how this language is growing up and then useful later, and then I was expecting that I could learn more about the beauty of Swahili, and then that's how I choose studying about
Sorry.
Yeah, I think I'm sure like many and so I can't quite remember why I started at SOAS, but I did, and it was a great thing to do. But I think if I could try and pinpoint the reason, I come from a philosophy background, that's what I studied at uni, that's that. And I think there's so much to Swahili philosophy, both kind of oral traditions, more contemporary written traditions from the 20th century, as well, which have not yet been translated and have not yet been integrated into the philosophy canon as it is taught. Even SOAS, which does do work to provide a more diverse and myriad philosophical education to its students. And so I think sort of with my learning of Swahili is a kind of desire of mine to explore those traditions. I hope to I'm going to Zanzibar and Tanzania or generally next year in hope I can for
Thank you so much, guys. Apologies for putting you on the spot like that. Ida Haji Bayanis, I got that right this time? I got it right this time. Apologies for butchering your name when I started your introduction, but thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much to your students as well. You probably understand and speak better Swahili than I do, which is, on my part, maybe not the best. Next, I'm going to invite some live entertainment. Rahi Benz, East African origin as well. Rahi, I'll let you do your introductions and let everyone know who you are. Rahi's a great friend of the MTM Awards, and he's going to perform. He will introduce himself.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to start by saying that perhaps there isn't anybody else here from my generation. When I was in school, Swahili was unknown in any school in Kenya. And throughout my primary school, even secondary school, Swahili wasn't taught. But now, today is the National Swahili Day, and I feel so proud to be part of it. The Swahili I learned by word of mouth was what we used to call kitchen Swahili or pidgin Swahili. But now books are written about Swahili. Swahili grammar is taught. And Swahili is one of the compulsory languages in schools. In late 60s, I feel very proud that I was involved in the first ever Swahili film to be made. And I was asked to compose the music for it. And I also did the playback singing for that. And I asked my friends, African friends, to write the words, the lyrics. One of the songs I composed, the tune I chose to represent Mombasa. Mombasa is the part of Kenya which is influenced by India. So the tune is influence of India on Mombasa. And it's called Evemola. Evemola is a prayer song. It's asking God to give you strength to see the goodness in people. So I would like to start with Evemola. After over 50 years, and it's still popular. Tony sitting over there, when Abdul Sheikh introduced me, he said, "I know, right? I know Ebe Mola, and Abdul Sheikh used to play this song so many times on Voice of Kenya, he told me." Yes. Thank you very much. Now I would like to sing a very popular song. You all know this, and please join in by singing, by clapping, or by dancing, in whatever way you want.
So, move around because that's the light. But I know that's what you make a chin. Charm of
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
You know what? I feel very jealous. I gave something in my community here. I want to say Tanzania to Hakuna Matata. Hakuna Matata. Hakuna Matata.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Mama Galoti. Thank you, Mahi. You never miss to electrify the audience. Thank you once again. Thank you, Saida, for joining us here. And wow, we actually danced and sang in the living room of the House of God. Kiswahili, oye! Kiswahili, oye! Oye tena, oye! Kazi kwenu, sema jambo. Sema jambo kwa sauti ya juu. Sema jambo tena. Jambo, jambo. Asante sana. Now, and everyone doesn't accompany the program, Dr. Hamza, who comes in next. Dr. Hamza of Tahida, Tanzania Health Organization. Tafadhali ukaribie Israel to speak to all of us in the room. And that will be followed by Dr. Dama Mutaki. Dr. Hamza, karibu.
Baada ya daktari waingia wewe.
Jambo.
Speaking in Kiswahili, but first of all, I'd like to thank the organizer. I'd like to thank Lord Sheikh, who is not here. You can send our wishes to him to recover. I'd like also to thank Marolis Verma to be here today. All of them, the family. I'd like to thank also Abdul Razak and MCM team. We want to thank Junior Sheikh. We want to also to thank BBC Swahili and all who make this possible. I'll be speaking in Swahili. Mimi ni daktari ambaye ni kiongozi wa Tanzania UK Healthcare Diaspora.
He's a doctor in UK here.
And our organization inaitwa Tanzania UK Healthcare Diaspora ni jumuiya ya madaktari.
And his organization is a family of doctors.
And also nurses and all healthcares who are based in UK.
Na pia and also healthcare nurses na pia
sisi tunafanya kazi na wenzetu walioko hapa Uingereza wa East Africa. na watu wa healthcare wa nchi za East Africa vile vile. Na sisi vile vile tunaendelea kukitumia Kiswahili katika matangazo yetu ya kiafya na ya kijamii. Kwa hiyo mimi nisingeweza kusema mengi. Sisi tunafanya mikutano ya kiafya kwa nchi za Afrika Mashariki na tunajaribu kujenga uhusiano wa karibu kati ya watu wa afya ambao tuko hapa na walioko nyumbani. Tunachangia masuala ya kiafya, vifaa, elimu na utafiti.
So their program here is a global program and mainly works with East Africa and especially doctors having exchange programs, and they usually send items and staffs to help the improvement of health issues.
Sisi kila mwaka huwa tunaandaa mkutano wa Afrika Mashariki wa wadau wa afya.
Every year they which is called
East African Healthcare is the African Healthcare Summit, which is in the UK.
So
na huwa inafanyika April kila mwaka.
And it happens every year.
Kwa hiyo nisingependa kuongea mengi, ningeweza kuachia watu wengine. Tunashukuru kusikia Kiswahili ni lugha kubwa katika lugha za Umoja wa Mataifa na ni lugha ambayo inatumika katika Umoja wa
Swahili is a national language right now.
Napenda kuwashukuru wote mliokuja na mliofanikisha shughuli hii. Asanteni sana.
I just want to thank everybody who's been here today. Thank you for making this successful.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, how is it that my father's legs move quicker than I do? Did we all see that?
Chuma cha zamani. You know, chuma cha zamani. That means old steel. Steel is rolling. They used to say in Kenya, chuma cha reli cha zamani kina nguvu kuliko hizi reli zinatoka Uchina za sasa. I'll translate them in English. There was a saying in Kenya that said, the rails, and you know the rail lines, the steel rail lines of those days when our forefathers went to East Africa to build the railway, are much stronger and durable than the rails they brought recently to do the railway lines in Tanzania and Kenya from China. So this is for those days. Thank you once again, Nashukuru sana, all of you to be here. So next, we're just trying to play catch up with the time we lost. May I please call on stage another lady who is an entrepreneur. She runs multiple businesses, but she's not here because of the businesses she runs. She's here because of the charity projects. After a successful business life in the UK, she now puts her effort in Bukoba, Tanzania, in the village back home, and she is doing medical camps, she is building schools, she is giving them clean water, and she is doing, I can go from here till Milton Keynes talking about what Zara Datani is doing for our community. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Zara Datani. Karibu. Okay with the mic? What do you prefer? If you ask me, I'm saying English.
Thank you, everyone. Your Excellency, Baroness Sandy Verma, Your Excellency, Ambassador Asha Rosie Migiro, and everyone around here. My name is Hajati Zahra, as well known. I'm an entrepreneur, but I think I'm known more for my charity stints or charity activities. For me, Swahili is the base of what I do. As an entrepreneur, I work from so many countries in Africa, in the Middle East, and in East Africa, we have Malawi, we have Mozambique, we have the DRC. And when I look at those countries, without forgetting Kenya and Uganda, but those countries, the reason our business has flourished is because of the common language. Like in DRC, our drivers could travel, could communicate without having to go through university or even secondary education. Just basic Swahili enables them to get employment, to be able to work in several countries. So for Swahili to be recognized today or this time, for me, it's kind of icing on the cake, because I have known for a long time that Swahili would be a key to so many successes. I grew up during the era of Mwalimu Nyerere, our first president, and we were taught, rightly so, that Swahili is the reason Tanzania is very peaceful. It's the reason Tanzania acquired independence without shedding blood. And I truly believe, and now to know that Swahili has been recognized to expand to so many countries, it shows how Swahili can develop and how well we have come. I remember in school we had a saying, we used to study the late Shaban Robert. He was a guru of Swahili of our time. And if I quote his poet, which was written from his book, Pambo la Lugha, in 1946, he said, lugha kuu za dunia jumla 12. Don't know how true was that, but he showed that there were so many languages. Nazo mhesabiwa pamoja ni Kiswahili. Kwa haja kuwaridhia watu mbalimbali, kwayo haikupungua yanipasa lijali. Which means those days he could profess that Swahili is becoming a worldwide language. And today, his prophecy has come true, and I'm glad to be part of this in this generation. I don't want to tire you. I just want to probably encourage that Swahili now has been made international language more than it used to be. So the main thing is to learn it. We have seen good people here, students who had done well in learning the language which they didn't know how they started learning. So we need to put emphasis on training, on learning, and Junior, you need to start seriously learning.
Do I have a teacher?
Yes.
Do I have a teacher in this room?
Because Junior has a lot of this, I can't even mention. So I'm sure Swahili will be the list of.
Kusema kweli nasikia haya kidogo that I can't speak that much.
So on behalf of everybody who supports me, I thank you again for this opportunity and enjoy the evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Zahra. Just a quick one. We have a lot of people who have traveled from outside to come here. Rosie and the son Dennis from Bristol. Thank you for being here. Mahmoud Matan and Mohammed Dalal again from Bristol. These are community workers from Bristol. Thank you for coming here. And then we have these two lovely ladies here. They're always dressed to kill. These two lovely ladies are from Swindon. They were behind the fundraising of what we organize for the girls of Lamu for buying the sanitary pads and girls' pants. And we had a 24-hour non-stop hair marathon. We called it Cut-a-thon, the first in the UK. And they were there for 24 hours. Jane was there for 24 hours, and they raised the highest amount of money. I would not mention because I'm not allowed to, for that cause. And the pads were bought and sent to Lamu last December. Jane and Sandra. And then again, who is traveled from far, from Brighton. He says Brighton is a holiday place. So I wonder if he started his holiday at such a young age. He is an enthusiast of East African culture around the area. Anthony Kalume, I knew his big brother because his big brother, when I was in school, came to a school function and he sang some songs of Otis Redding. And unbelievably, even his father, who was a reverend, had tears in his eyes. Anthony Kalume from Brighton. It's interesting. It's interesting how life goes in circles, really, because me and Anthony have never met in the UK. Today is the first time. And then we have a good supporter, somebody who also supported the consignment going to Lamu for period poverty just about a month ago. This is the former mayor of this beautiful little village town in South Gloucestershire. They said Bristol, but it's actually not Bristol. It's South Gloucestershire, next to Chipping Sodbury. This is former Mayor Carl Tomlinson, who has come to join us to support us. Have I forgotten anyone? Oh, listen to that, Mama. Yes. Oh, then we have Taslim. Taslim has come all the way from Bradford. She's a brand ambassador for period poverty. Again, she is collecting for period poverty to make sure that little girls in Lamu have sanitary pads, because the parents had to choose between a ming or a sanitary pad. Now, Taslim, they can get the pads for those little girls. Thank you to you. And then Rosie, I had mentioned Rosie. Rosie was with us in 2017 when we were raising money for the African elephants and we were creating awareness. We had a 10-day walk from London to Bristol in 2017, and this gentleman here led the walk all the way through, and Rosie was part of the yeah. And she was, on that evening of the award, she was there to cheer up everyone. Rosie, and thanks for your son to come. And then from Bristol Black Carers, we have Natalie and Margaret. Mary, long time ago in Bethlehem, so the Holy Bible sing. Mary's boy child, Jesus Christ, was born on Christmas Day. It's a lovely name. Thank you. This is the real me. Anyway, that's why they don't allow me near a microphone anyway. And then thank you so much to my family who are there at every function we do. Junior, of course, leads the way. According to him, I'm old, I'm expired. That's what they say. He leads the way. My dear wife, Judith, my daughter Sue, my daughter DJ, my son Sean, whatever he is, my granddaughter Orange, I normally call her Orange, my little Orange, and the other granddaughter who is in the London Academy of Violin, the one who played. Last minute we said, somebody has not turned up, you have to go and play. Where's she? Oh, yeah, Raquel, and then my manager, my little grandson, AJ, and last but not least, my beautiful, lovely daughter-in-law, who is the only one, when she calls me on the phone, she says, Salaam alaikum, Baba. The other one, Baba, have you cooked? Is there food tonight? I don't like your curries. I'll go for fish and chips. Anyway, next, is another gentleman who is a community leader, but he is a different community leader in Bristol. He's an unsung hero. He doesn't speak a word of Swahili. He is of Pakistani origin, but he is one gentleman who is with every community. He has founded Building the Bridge in Bristol that brings communities together. He is part of the founding committee of the Council of Bristol Mosques that educates the other greater communities of what the mosques do and how you can integrate with these associations. And of course, it's going to be interesting when I say he is a 2014 unsung hero. When he was very shy, he didn't want to be in public, of the MTM award winner. Ladies and gentlemen, Hafiz Zahir Shabir. Hafiz is somebody who is learned in the Quran. He has memorized the Quran, and he understands or he reads the Quran without reading it. It's all up here. Hafiz Zahir, a community leader and a friend. Look at that. He's saying Basiar. Basiar. Bas. Thank you. Karibu.
Yes, Karibu. I'll say all that. You taught me a few words to say. Assalamu alaikum. Good evening, Jambo and Karibu. Baroness Sandy Verma, Your Excellency Asha Rose Megiro, esteemed guests and dignitaries, Mabibi na Mabuana, brothers and sisters. Nina Furaha Sana, Kuwakaribisha, siku hii ya Kiswahili. Okay, so far so good. As a Muslim, my faith teaches me that Allah Almighty created humans into nations and tribes, which incidentally the High Commissioner was also stating, so we may get to know each other. And like a bouquet of flowers, we enjoy good relations and we all look good together. The diversity of mankind, the vast cultures that we have, the geography and history tells us about different languages spoken across the globe. Even with the disabilities, people have a language. Babies have their own language. I didn't know this, but politicians have a language. For instance, I will not go actually means I will go. Language is therefore a core DNA of every human to establish good communication. Words in a language have the capability to love and unite, to hate and destroy, but it is how words are used and to seek empowerment for betterment that help bring about change and development amongst people of all nations. Language is therefore central to our lives to coexist. It has history, heritage, and it is a social identity. Everyone gathered here today has an interest in the Bantu language of Kiswahili, which is widely spoken across the African continent and indeed globally. Kiswahili enables the integration of the rich continent and its people, and that is what we are celebrating here today. Even though I don't speak Swahili, but to celebrate this wonderful, historic and rich language is a momentous occasion, and I am proud to be amongst friends and colleagues to mark this UNESCO declaration of the World Kiswahili Language Day. Thank you to Lord Sheikh and Baroness Verma for hosting us in this very beautiful building, our Parliament. Thank you also to the entire MTM events team. Asante Sana.
Ladies and gentlemen, Hafiz Zahir Shabir, Asante Sana. And next, we have a little bit more entertainment from the Mombasa Roots band. Mombasa Roots are a very famous band from the coast of Kenya, from Mombasa, as their name says. Those of us that are Kenyans here, the
Those of you that are older than me maybe know who they are. I've been told that they're really good. No, I'm joking. I do know who they are, and they are fantastic. Thank you so much to them for taking the extra effort to record this for us. Ladies and gentlemen, Mombasa Roots.
Hi, how are you all doing? Mombasa Roots Band, a very, very long and outstanding band. Born in 1977, right here in Mombasa. Mombasa Roots was formed by three brothers. My brother here, Brian, our late brother Emmy, and Suleiman playing the keyboards. So it was a strictly family affair. Then we had a drummer, the late Tamrat, who was from Ethiopia, a great drummer, and strictly performing only on the tourism circuits. The band survived and still continues to survive in the tourism sector and along the coastal beach of Mombasa. Mombasa Roots Band managed to record their first album in 1980 in Tanzania and still continues to draw the charts. We hope to see you very soon in the United Kingdom. Karibuni Mombasa, Karibuni Kenya.
Thank you very much. I'd like to add up something a little bit. When we recorded our first LP, the song Disco Chakacha, it was a very big hit. We introduced the Chakacha all over around because we used to go to Nairobi, play in the club. Everybody was wondering, what kind of music is this? And once they knew it, and when they saw the dance of the song, everybody liked it. And now everywhere in East Africa, Chakacha is famous and it's known, and everybody knows how to dance Chakacha. It's a typical Swahili from the coast. We normally do it during our weddings. Asante sana, and we hope to see you soon if God wishes. Thank you.
All right, once again, Mombasa Roots Band.
Mabibi na wavulana, the dance floor is open. Please come and join us.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, we've got a few more minutes before we go. I forgot to mention three people: Mohammed Dalal, Mahmoud Matan from Bristol, and of course our friend from South Africa who runs the South African organization. Also, is a member of the FA Ethnic Diverse Communities FA Football Association of Swindon. My brother from South Africa, though I still believe Kenya is the best country in Africa. You didn't hear me say that. Basil Solomon, please stand up and just say hello. Thank you, Basil. Finally, from the Kenya High Commissioner, Martin Okello Odor. Just a few, yeah? Thank you so much for being here. I came to, and I think it's time for Junior to say the thank yous. And thank you. History has been made. Where's Junior? Oh, he is.
Ladies and gents, there's one other person. Your legs are quicker than mine, but I'm still there. There's one other person that I've met for the first time tonight, but she's been absolutely fantastic in stepping in and helping us translate. You know her as the African Wonder Woman. I'm going to give her just 2 seconds to say hello and thank you to everyone. Asante Sana, and it's so good to meet you.
Asante Sana. So just to say the word Asante Sana. Say that after me. Asante Sana. Shukrani kwa watu wa Tanzania Wakenya, East Africa yote, na Africa yote. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to take opportunity to thank Junior and every person who was part of this. Q, we appreciate you and your family. We appreciate is it the carers?
Bristol Black Carers.
Bristol Black Carers.
Thank
And of course, without your presence here today, there would be nothing to celebrate. So I want to appreciate Anthony. And you know what? Anthony knows somebody called Lolani, the program that you were talking about here today. Lolani was actually having a similar program in Mombasa here today. So it is a global program. I want to take the opportunity to thank the UNESCO, and I appreciate, of course, our wonderful Baroness here. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much. I love you all. My name is Julius Makapila. Love, love, love for Swahili language. Thank you.
Again, he wants the expired brother to do the talking. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Mama Balozi. Thank you very much for being with us and being here with us up to this minute. There's 120 minutes. Broadcasters count minutes. Thank you to Baroness Sandy Verma. I have no words. I do want to thank you. Like she said, 30 years ago, we couldn't have stepped into this room. And I say thank you. Today, we proudly stepped into this room. This is our country. Like everybody else's country, this is our country too. Thank you for the little babies that are with us. And Mr. Maserati, I call him Maserati because he loves cars. Mr. Maserati, you've got Mr. Maserati. Where's it? Yeah, Mr. Maserati, you've got, I'll ask Baroness Verma to please come on the front here for a minute. Yeah, you're getting a Maserati. She's getting a Maserati. Yes, give me this, man. Oh, this is yours. I like your pink tie. Yeah, those are my colors. I only wear pink. No other color. Knockouts.
I chose the shirt.
Knockouts.
Can I say,
Yes.
I don't think we've ever done a dance in this room before. So it's quite a unique day, I think. So well done to you too.
Thank you so much.
Baroness Verma, we have a thank you from us in Bristol. This is Bristol Blue Glass. If anyone knows anything about Bristol, the blue glass that is made in our city is worldwide famous. And without you, we wouldn't be here today. And we also keep Lord Shane in our thoughts as well, and thank him for getting the ball rolling. Thank you so much.
Can I join you in this one? This is a very good thing.
You never know.
Mabibi na mabwana, mabibi na wabwana. Asanteni sana. Thank you so much for being with us. Thank you to all of my Bristolian brothers for coming with me. Thank you to everyone that has attended tonight. Thank you to our dignitaries. Thank you to Q for always leading the way, actually. He comes up with things and I'm always so surprised. I hope I can carry on in his footsteps and carry on to do as well as he has done. And a big thank you to a lady that's not here today, but someone I hold very close to my heart, actually, a big supporter of myself. She really believes in me, and Dolores Chacon of Bristol's Black carers. And for me, guys, that is my final word. Thank you all so much. But as usual, he has to upstage Doctor. He has to say one more thing. Thank you, guys, and I love you all. Thank you.
Yeah, this is just the last one here. This was brought to my attention this afternoon. I was asked the question, why is Kiswahili Day celebrated today, July the 7th? And I'll read what is here. World Kiswahili Day. The annual observance of the World Kiswahili Language Day aims to promote the use of Kiswahili language as a beacon for unity, peace, and enhance multiculturalism. Why July 7th? If anyone knows why July 7th, you have won today's 150 million in the lottery. Why July 7th? On the 7th of July 1954, the Tanganyika African National Union, TANU, of what is now Tanzania, under the late Mwalimu Julius Kambarage Nyerere, who became the first president of the United Republic of Tanzania, adopted Kiswahili as a unifying language for the independence struggle in Tanganyika. It was not yet Tanzania then. With more than 200 million speakers in Kiswahili, among them Kiswahili is amongst the 10 most widely spoken languages in the world. It is Kiswahili Day. Now you know why July 7th. It's not about the Kenya Saba Saba. It's about the late icon, legend, Mwalimu Julius Nyerere. It was a struggle for independence of Tanganyika, which later became Tanzania. Am I right? Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. If I was told that you can ask all the guests to assemble out of the building and take a group photograph, but you can take one here and take a group photograph out there. Thank you so much. Thanks to the catering team, Avril, who is not here, and the ones in the room. Thank you. Give them a big hand. I hear some of the guys are going to Edgware Road for a meal. Can somebody pay for me? So drive carefully if you've come from further on. If you're taking the tube or the train back, thank you so much, so much, so much. Asante, 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 asante sana. Thank you. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Group photo, yeah. Good night, ladies and gentlemen, and mulale salama. Drive safe, sleep well. Thank you. I love you all.
Ladies and gents, just before we leave, can I have everyone that's with us, Brandis Verma, can we, one picture? You've got an event. Okay, Brandis Verma, thank you so much. Everyone's arranging, we're going to say goodbye to Brandis Verma, and thank you so much. She's got another event to attend. But everyone else, guys, can we all make our way over here? We just want one full group photo with all of us, please. All of us.